The Star Wars Battlefront Beta is live. That game is out just about a month away, November 17th. And we've got the whole crew here. Justin Haywald, Aaron Sampson, Robert Handlery. You're all here to talk about the Star Wars Battlefield Beta. Mostly these two, though, because you guys have been playing it all morning.
Yeah.
Aaron Sampson, first of all, what's in this beta? Where can you get it? What platforms? What can you play?
I think it's going to be open in 2 days. It's just by invite right now. I think anybody who wants is going to be able to get in on the 8th.
Cool.
It includes Hoth and Walker Assault mode, and it involves Sullust Drop Zone, which is like kind of team deathmatch, King of the Hill.
And there is co-op, right?
Yeah, they also have the
on Tatooine.
co-op in there.
But no one plays that.
Well, the game, when you start up the beta, the game very clearly tells you don't have any gear. Go get gear before you play these other modes.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
they want you to go experience the two other modes before Walker Assault.
And it's PC and PS4. You guys are playing it in the office right now, right?
Yeah.
Right. Is there an Xbox One beta as well? Do we know?
Haven't gotten codes for it yet.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
I don't know.
Time will tell.
Eventually, yeah.
Okay, so what's most important then is what you guys think about it. There's been a lot of chat in the office this morning about it. Seems to be waxing and waning. Aaron, first of all, what do you think? You're a massive Battlefield fan.
Yeah.
What do you think about Battlefront?
As a guy who plays a lot of multiplayer shooters, this thing doesn't seem targeted at me. It's like I feel like the advertising was targeted at me, but it's a very, very simple, very casual game. Like, it's got dead simple unlocks. Most of the abilities you can get in like a morning, and they don't do like all that of different things. And each mode is just really straightforward. So, like, yeah, its mechanics are solid, but in terms of gameplay itself, I'm kind of already bored.
But it's the most important that it gets the basics, that it gets the gameplay down. And you can add, like, this is just the beta. You're going to layer on the more difficult stuff.
Right. That's what we're hoping for. I think that's why, initial kickoff today was a little boring, was because it's just the same stuff. Because Rebels and Imperials start off or have the same weapon.
Okay.
And so it's like you're firing it. I guess Aaron says there's kind of like an active reload with recharging, but there isn't really a reload. You're just finding a corridor, and you're just.
So everyone's doing the same weapon. There's no like different classes or weapon loadouts right from the start.
No classes.
Yeah, there's no classes. You can buy the different weapon loadouts. It has a little bit of a card system, which is just your abilities. And there's some customization to it, but I don't know. Like I feel like there's a thing where they're solving problems they created. Like the game has a sniper rifle in it. Like, why do you need a sniper rifle in Battlefront? The game has X-Wings and TIE fighters, but like that's just solving the Walker Assault mode problem. Like the original movie, right? It was snow speeders versus walkers. That was cool. It was fun, right? But then
You had guys on the ground. Because you had the assault on the Hoth base itself. You had guys defending the base, but it feels like it's kind of expanding that out and melding them in a way. Maybe that's not as true to the movie, but I feel like it keeps it
Is it having that
exciting.
same problem that Battlefield 3 had, where the aerial fights were just completely disconnected from what was happening on the ground?
yeah, go ahead.
I think Battlefield. I'm not gonna go Battlefield 3, but like, it's funny. Like coming in, I really was just pissed off with aerials and the aerial game in Battlefront entirely. I was like really upset. First off, I couldn't even hook up my joystick. Get the hell out of here.
Really?
Yeah, that's for PC. I mean, that was a huge thing for me. Maybe it's, this is just beta, of course. But just now, a couple hours ago, I was playing, and I was in A-Wing, and I started to get some kills for the first time. Aerial kills. If you watch all the footage, all you see is this. Just people crashing because the aerial game is just too freaking fast.
Okay.
It needs to be slowed down drastically.
Because the maps don't seem that big, so you're just kind of speeding over everything, right?
Right.
There's just a constant rain of like TIE fighters and A-Wings and X-Wings falling out of the sky.
Right.
Maybe people have just found that to be really effective at killing people.
Okay, so I will be.
It looks and sounds cool though, that's for sure.
Like I'm at the point now where like I dislike the air game so much. I'll be running up a trench and I'll see like an X-Wing icon and I'll like skirt around it.
Can we just reverse this back a little bit?
No, and we
X-Wing
can.
icon.
Okay, now back to the ice. We were talking about earlier. Oh, you just walk over it and you immediately get in. There is an initiation I
There's
don't
a
know.
cooldown, yeah. Or, sorry,
No, you have to.
charge
It's a
up.
pickup, and then you have to turn it on.
So it's not like in other Battlefield games, not to be constantly comparing it, but just what I know. Other Battlefield games where jets spawn, vehicles spawn, and you go to it and you get in the jet and then you go up. And if you die, the chances are you can respawn back close to the jet and start again. In this one,
It's yes and no.
So in this, you pick up icons that randomly appear in
Yeah,
the level?
it's like Mario Kart, because why not?
Well, I would say yes and no. There's a cooldown. So like, there were times where I was in a TIE fighter, I crashed or died, however you want to say, and I was able to respawn and go back to that same location and pick up the same icon again.
Okay.
So there is that sometimes, but the thing about Hoth in the Walker Assault is that it's an ever-changing map. You're following the walkers to the final destination, so things do change, and for instance, and then on the Rebel side, like I got in the A-wing once, and I never saw that icon again.
But that seems so strange because then presumably, like one of the things in the old Battlefield games was the people who wanted to fly those jets they went to go and find them and get them. Whereas in this one, it seems like if you're just running around, you just wander into one. So then the people who are getting those flying ships aren't necessarily people who even want to be playing them.
And so it gets even more confusing when you have the hero system added in, because the heroes are not skill-based. They're also like Mario Kart coin pickups.
So you can just pick up something in your
So
Darth Vader?
they rotate around, so you never know where they're going to be. So you just run, you grab one, it's like, oh, I can be Darth Vader, and then it teleports you somewhere random on the map.
Oh, right. Okay.
And so it's not even like, you can't just pop it and then be like, oh, I'm going to charge through these stormtroopers. You get teleported, and then you got to go figure out where the stormtroopers went. And like, it's just stupid. So like, okay, like the footage there too, there's things that happen, like there was
What's Darth Vader doing?
See ya.
He's taking a knee.
Whoa! What?
He took a knee.
It's beta, man.
He got tired.
So if two heroes meet in the middle of the field, right, they can lock lightsabers, and there was like this video about how great that is. But like, if you think that through to its logical conclusion, if two heroes are locked together in like a QTE, they're all just gonna get shot in the back.
All right, yeah.
Like they're just gonna be stuck and they're gonna get grenaded. So like,
Yeah, the heroes could be completely removed. That's the one thing I just do not want to see.
Some people who are listening could say that, oh, like a lot of these issues are like nitpicky, like it's the way that mechanic works or how that feels. But the fact that you guys are like fans of these types of games, fans of Star Wars, and you're not feeling impassioned and you're not thinking that this is like a great game, that to me speaks volumes. Like you're a massive fan of Star Wars, and this just doesn't do it for you. Like you wanted to, but it doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I'm like kind of like so sad. Is that the more I play it, I'm like, nah, this is great, man. Just listen to that TIE fighter. Yeah. Keep going, play, man, play. And I mean, I'm getting some of that. And like, again, I was playing as a TIE fighter, and I was finally getting some kills. There's a whole thing where, as a rebel, you get the uplinks to allow Y-wings to come in to basically use the ion cannon on the AT-AT, so now they can be hit by ground fire. And I was stopping. I know, shut up, Aaron. Stop. I'm onto something here.
I'm with you.
It was kind of cool because I was stopping the Y-wings from I was shooting them down. I felt like that was finally useful because, as we were saying earlier, like, what the hell are these ships doing up there?
Yeah.
But the issue is that the Y-wings come so quick that it's like the aerial game is just slow the fuck down. Like, Y-wings is like, oh, there's a Y-wing. Oh, he's out. All right, well, I didn't do anything there. Like,
well, that's what those ships are. That makes sense. It just doesn't make sense for this map. Like, those are aerial dogfighters.
Right. You could still slow it down. I don't know. But yes, it's just as an initial kickoff for this beta.
Yeah.
It's a little disheartening.
And it's not really, like, and you say beta, like, you've been through the mill on this, like, so many times with Battlefield games. Like, when it's a beta a month before the game comes out, it's not a beta.
A demo.
Yeah.
Like Rainbow, it's funny, I just played Rainbow Six Siege. They called that a beta. That was like an alpha. Like, they were still, like, legitimately working out bugs. This is clearly just a demo to get people in. And to be fair, I've been talking to people in this office who are not huge shooter fans, and like who are willing to let Star Wars canon just go out the window.
Yeah.
And they enjoy this game because, like, I don't know, they're not that twitchy of a person. It has a generous aim assist. It has very simple mechanics.
Right.
So I think that's their audience. Like, I think their audience are people who are not huge shooter
I
fans.
totally agree.
Well, the audience are people who are excited about this upcoming movie. Star Wars
That's
Episode
exactly
7 is
right.
coming up in December.
I disagree.
That's crazy.
I know. I think that's entirely.
I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I've always been a huge Star Wars fan, and that's why when I see like Return of the Jedi, like Luke running across Hoth, it pisses me off. It's like, Did you just put him in the right clothes? Like, was it that
Well,
hard?
that's the
was
argument,
it that
man.
hard to put him in the right clothes?
The argument was that he wasn't a Jedi on Hoth, man. He was still
All right,
learning.
I'm reeling this one back in.
No, so I did an interview with the devs recently.
Right.
The reason that they did
I read it.
The reason they did Return of the Jedi, Luke, was because they wanted a Jedi who's more powerful. Like this
Right.
was the version that we saw on
But it
Hoth
won't
originally.
be because some like 12-year-old kid's gonna get the power up and then gonna be the Jedi, so it's not gonna be that powerful.
Yeah, he's well,
Like,
he's
how do
more
I use
powerful-
Luke Skywalker? It sounds like
powerful
they've
compared
made
to
the
Hoth.
most like this feels like the Nerf Arena Blast of first-person shooters. It's like this very basic version. It's like it's for mainstream gamers or
And,
something.
you
It
know,
is, yeah.
that audience is probably out there. Like,
They're gonna like it.
the audience who wants to take down a walker with an iPad version of a QuickTime events,
Yeah.
like when you put the tow hook on, it's like
That
you
is
do
really
do the
bad.
QTE. Like for some reason you're already flying it and you can't just keep flying in circles.
Do you
Like,
know what this is? Did
No.
you hear this? So in the Snowspeeder, you get to, of course, use the iconic harpoon cable and do
Yeah.
the laps around the legs.
I've seen it in Lego, oh not Lego Dimensions. I've seen it in
in every
Shadow of
game
the Empire?
ever.
Is
yeah,
there
no,
enough?
the other Toys to Life thing. Disney Infinity. They have it in
okay.
that. I think
Well-
it's like in every Star Wars game
Right.
by law.
So yeah, by law, well, yeah, you got a Snowspeeder, you got a
Yeah.
walker, it's gonna happen. And in this case, it's pretty bad. All it is you approach the walker in the Snowspeeder, you get the prompt, you hit whatever button, and all it is now a game, a mini game of keeping the Snowspeeder reticule in a gray box, and it fights you on it. It's like up, not all around the box. It's up and down. So it's like yeah, get in there, and that's it, and that's all it is. And then it gets a little smaller. Oh, this is tough.
So
And
you
that's
want, you
it.
want the version where you're actually driving around.
But you're already flying it. Like you fly it and then you initiate the tow cable.
Yeah.
And rather than just keep
like
flying
a one-handed thing. I mean, come on, that was supposed to be the hardest thing. Remember Shadow of the Empire, like
Yeah.
doing that? Like that was tough.
It sounds like they've just trimmed this game down to its like bare essentials
Yeah.
to try and like
It's-
cover all Star Wars bases.
It's a very, very simple game. And again, like if they weren't putting the full price on it, and if they
Yeah.
weren't putting the premium concept on top of it, like I would be cool with that. Like I've seen plenty of games recently where I feel like if you just sold it at it's like $40 or $45, like you'd have a much larger audience.
Yeah.
People would have lower expectations. Like they wouldn't be disappointed that you cut out, space battles or galactic conquest or, I mean, it's never really had a campaign, but
Yeah, the fact you didn't put one in, or
yeah. But like again, like the full price, like premium, it's so simple.
All right.
So I was curious. When you're low on health, does it regenerate automatically, or do you have to find a tauntaun, kill it, and crawl inside?
Shut up.
Warm up.
All right, that was our impressions of Star Wars Battlefront. Justin, thank you so much. Aaron, thank you very
Casuals
much.
play this game.
Yes, of course. Rob, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thanks.
And talking about us. There'll be more coverage, I'm assuming, on GameSpot during the week from both you guys on Star Wars. But in the meantime, if you get a chance to hop in the open beta yourself, let us know what you think in the comments below. Are you excited? Does this scratch your Star Wars itch? Does it scratch your Battlefield itch?
Scratches something.
Let us know in the comments below.